I brought my holiday boa for you because today we are going to do the strip tulip. Yay! The strip tulip and tea. Look at our lovely ladies. They're wearing hats and gloves. Aren't we special, huh? I'm so glad you came. What fun we're going to have. Tiptoe through the tulips with me. That didn't sound like it, huh? No. It was supposed to be our old friend Tiny Tim. We're good? We could start all over again? Okay. This morning I would like to introduce our guest of honor, Ruby McKim.
Well, I'm not Ruby McKim. Oh, yeah.
Teresa wasn't sure if she was the guest of honor. No.
Hello.
Isn't that beautiful? Now, we don't know, I don't know that Ruby McKim made this, but Ruby McKim certainly designed this in the late, oops, there goes the hat. It looked cute though, didn't it? Anyhow, this is the one that Ruby made probably around maybe 1926 is what I'm thinking, because I have her directions I'm going to show you in just a minute. But I liked it so much that I designed my own strip tulip. All right, you want to see this one from the back? Yes. Hand quilted, lovely. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, yes, we pinned on a sleeve. We really should hand sew on our sleeve, don't you think? But let's go ahead and just look at the colors, because Ruby said that you should use like a beautiful orange. And so the quilt maker did it just like this, and I actually think she had a kit. She probably bought it for $5, cut and ready to go. Can you imagine? Yeah, it was a lot of money. There you go. So in 1999, I did my own version. It's called the Easy Strip Tulip. And that's what we're going to be following today. And this one I did, and I think it looks very similar. What do you think? Whoa, pretty. Now these are nice, tall, slender. They're 17 inches tall, 6 inches wide, so that you can just get it done in a jiffy. And then it's got the diamond setting in between, and got some the leaves. This is the tulip on top, just in case you didn't know, the tulip, and then the stems and leaves, and then a little base made of triangles on the bottom. In this one, I put different colors of tulips in all of the rows, just to match my border. Look good? Beautiful. Okay, well that's the first one. And then we have tulips in the grass.
Sorry, Patty.
I had to name them. Here you go. Tulips in the grass. Ta-da! Wow. This time the tulips are all in rows, same color, match the border, beautiful. Easy quilting on it. You can do it. It's so quick you can just about do it in a day. Now we actually have in the book, yeah, we didn't show Patty's yet, we have little butterflies. You can mix them in with the tulips. That's your pattern in the back of the book. Did you see that? Your little tulips are in the back. And Teresa went crazy. Look what she did. Aww. Is that cute?
I love that.
Do you love it? I went into the sewing room, and she was sitting there, and she did this so fast. But anyhow, how do you like the little guy? She's only 3.5 inches wide by 9.5 inches long. Very cute. Well, we thought, is that the door prize, Mary? Do you mind, Teresa? We could. Sure. Well, we love those little miniature tulips, or the little tiny tulips that we started making tiny tulips too. You ready? Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Yes.
You love it. So Teresa made this one and show it that way. And that's called the offset setting. Isn't it cute? It has a little rectangle. Beautiful quilting. And Amy quilted it. You have to look at the dragonfly.
The dragonfly
Thank
is really
you. What
cute.
beautiful video, Ryan. It's just really cute. Simple little stem going down there. Isn't that cute? I love it. All right. With just 6 little tulips. And Teresa, let me see. This is Patty's. My sister Patty is in the audience. You got hold of it? Yes. Purples, oranges. Isn't that beautiful? And this time, Patty put the little butterflies in. And show them clear over here. I don't think they see it. Turn over here. Okay.
Two-dimensional butterfly.
And Amy also quilted this one. It is a 2-dimensional butterfly. It's very, very cute. Very, very fun. And I went really wild with orange. You ready? Ta-da! I think Teresa said to me, "And which house were you going to put this in?" At Mary Ann's, yes, of course. It would match perfectly. But it was really fun to do. At first I thought, no, I don't really like the blue tulips. But you could have blue tulips, right? Isn't that fun? And let's see this one. Oh, this one, Patty did this one too. It's, isn't that beautiful? 2 different colors, but now the colors, they're still offset, but now they're mixed up. Again, the fabric matches the border. Isn't that beautiful? Very simple this is the folded border, the outside border. Okay, and now this one is really, really fun. Oh, good. Patty's stepping into it. Does this go with this quilt?
This is my inspiration.
Okay, so
Okay.
you're going to have to talk to Teresa. Who has the mic on? Oh, Eric gave you the mic. That's
There we
good.
go.
Okay, so I've been looking at this fabric in the store. Every time I walked by, I had to stop and fondle. And I noticed there's a little bunny running across the fabric. And I said, I think I've seen that bunny before. This was a pattern, I don't know when we did it.
It's a blur.
Yeah, it's Magnolia Bud. And I remember this quilt hanging in Elle's office with the bunny. It's the same bunny. I think he's been around. He's been hopping all over. There's that same bunny in this fabric. I said, I think I want to add him to my tulip quilt. So I started with this fabric, and then I started with the tulip, and then I kind of finished with it's got all the instructions, just in case you want to make one. It's got the pattern. All the instructions are in the Magnolia Bud. So let's see
You
that
ready?
bunny. Okay.
Oh, cute for Easter.
Yeah. So I'm all ready
Isn't that
for
cute?
Easter. Yeah.
That is cute.
Yeah. So.
I love her rickrack. She said that she just started looking. That's what's the real blessing when you have a stash. You just start looking. It's like shopping in your
Yeah.
own home. And she shopped in her own home, and that's what you came up with.
Yeah. Thank you.
I love the pink eye.
Yeah, yeah. So I finished them last night at 2:00.
So would you hand me the little
The
tulip pattern?
tail is a
Is
yo-yo.
it
I
over
think
there?
it's under
It was
the-
really fun. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
right here. They're right there.
Okay.
I did 2 fabrics. I wanted to tie the top and the bottom together. So I did 2 different bindings.
So let me have that pattern. We did a new miniature tulip pattern for you. Ooh, is it cute? And the size of it is only 3.5 by 9.5. 3.5 by 9.5, and it's very, very cute. The only thing is we sent it to a new printer and we don't have it back yet.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, but you can just go ahead and order it and we'll get it off to you. We'll mail it to you. But anyhow, it's exactly like the big one. So I'm going to demo on the big one today, and then you can just think about making the little one. How's that?
Yep.
All right, so let me put this on here. And let me see, do I have everything on my table that I want? Cool. Very excited. So I probably can't sew in these gloves, can I?
When I go in,
So
I'll
we're
do it.
going to have
I don't like
tea
to jump
and
in.
tulips
Thanks.
in just a little while. So let me take off my gloves. Aren't they a classic?
Yes.
What do you think, huh? So that's much better. So I want to show you our star, Ruby McKim. And I'm not sure, but this could be the her youngest daughter, Mary Lee, who we are using her patterns for this series. And there's the two of them right there together, and it says, "You can be part of quilt history." Well, we're part of quilt history, aren't we?
You are quilt history.
Thank you. Brenda said I'm quilt history. Oh my goodness. So you know that I collect all of these things, and this is Designs Worth Doing, and this is from Ruby McKim from McKim Studios, Independence, Missouri. This is from Ruby and Arthur, her husband, and I think this was done in 1926 because there are no dates on it, but look what was already available in 1926. It says, all materials are color fast and fine weave. Isn't that great? Let's see, just go real close right on this one, Eric, and you can see our tulip. Is it cool? And down underneath, I had a little paper so I wouldn't have to turn this and read this, but it says, diamond paneled tulip is very simply pieced and beautifully effective in pastel hues of honeydew orange and blue greens. This assortment comes ready cut to finish a quilt. Pattern is 15 cents. Pre-cut kit, $5. Isn't that fun? Sounds like quilting a day, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We must have used our words, huh? And so I just want to set that aside. This little catalog really just got Arthur and her husband, Arthur and Ruby, started, because not only does it have the quilts in it, but it has dresses and aprons and toys, and I just can't imagine all these things that you could do. Ooh, I see something really cute there. A little ice box bag for celery and lettuce. That sounds interesting, huh? And I have to just show you my Valentine present. This is from Brenda. She said, I like you. And she gave me a patchwork of love. Isn't that cute?
That's cute.
I can't wait to sit and read it because I know it's going to be beautiful. And I love that quilt. We're going to have to make that quilt. The comfort of a friend. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's move this aside because we're stripping. I didn't wear this hot boa for anything, you know. So I think I just have to just whip it off and get rid of it. And I'm ready for the show. Okay, you have your Easy Strip Tulip book?
Yes.
Okay, well, there's all kinds of projects that we did, and I think we're just going to make it new again. There's all the yardage for up to king size, and I'm just flipping through the pages. If you don't have your Strip Tulip book, can you share with a neighbor? It starts out with measurements for one tulip, but we're going to forget one tulip. We're going right for a big quilt, right? I think Teresa started making one. Are you going to make queen or king for your mom?
Queen.
Queen. All right. So let's just keep on going. And I want you to turn through all of the yardage and go right to page 12. Right to page 12. Because it's strips.
Woohoo!
Aren't you glad?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So right on page 12, there's 3 rows of strips. And we didn't actually sit and, we already sewed them ahead of time. Aren't you glad?
Yes.
You guys know how to sew it. You have to use what seam allowance?
1/4 inch.
Perfect, 1/4 of an inch. Okay, so first on row 1, you need to have a background. And what size is it? You guys call it out.
4.5.
And a medium.
2.5.
Row 1. Strip set 1. Okay, and then we go to row 2. And the medium is?
4.5.
And the background is?
2.5.
All right, and strip 3, the medium is? 4.5. And?
2.5.
Is that easy enough? How long do you think that'll take you, huh? And we are actually going to just skip the next page and stack them all up and cut them. How's that moving through, huh? All right. So I am going to get the new handy dandy Creative Grids Stripology ruler. We showed you this last time, but this is really cool. Now we're in love with it. It's because what's unique about it is that it has a grid on the back so it doesn't slide on you. Ooh, no sliding. How about that? And I'm just going to go ahead and line up right across the bottom edge with the bottom line. There's little notches for you to put your cutter in right here all along this row. And I'm just starting here at 0, and you just put your cutter in. Whoops. And you just, I just slipped right through. Okay, one more time. It's so sharp. My blade is so sharp, I didn't realize I went through. Nope, I didn't. Teresa, I think you're going to have to cut. I'm so wimpy. You come and cut for me, okay? And I'll tell everybody what you're doing.
Okay.
I still deal with my torn rotator cuff. I have no strength. That's why I love
What
to have
size
some of
am I
that.
cutting?
Okay, now pull that little piece out.
Why do I have to?
Take it out. Take it out, wave it in the air, and
I
then
don't
throw it over
have
your
to.
shoulder.
Oh.
Come on. Get with it, Teresa. Where's your mic? Oh,
Oh, I have mic.
okay.
Right? Can you hear
You're
me?
good. Okay,
All
you're
right.
good. Okay, we are going to cut 2.5-inch strips.
All right.
That's all we're going to do, 2.5. So
Well,
she's putting
open.
the cutter in 2, and then you just go to 5, okay, and then to 7.5. That's enough for 3 tulips already.
I need room.
Fine. I'll move over. Okay, and that's enough.
10. Is
That's
that
enough.
You
That's
don't want
enough.
the whole
That's for-
thing? Because
That's
it-
enough for 4 tulips.
Oh, yeah, but you can finish all the way to the top.
You just want to show off. Okay, go ahead.
Finish it, yeah. Finish it.
Okay,
12
12.5. That's 5. 6 tulips. 7 tulips.
And because
8 tulips.
that's what I love, because you can cut it all the way, the strip, you know.
It's a
That's
whole
all.
strip. And this is what's all that's left. Okay, cool. Let's get rid of that. Okay, we're good. So now you're peeling off. She's peeling off row 3. And she's going to make a nice stack for me. Cool. And then this is row 1 and 2 that is already right sides together. Okay, look, we got to get rid of
That's
that.
the one you cut.
I know, I was afraid of that.
I had to say that.
I know, you had to say that. Make fun of me. So I'm just going to pick this off, and let's just look on the bottom of page 13 and make sure when we open it up that we have row 1 and row 2, right? On the bottom of 13 is this row 1, and this is row 2. Good? Okay, so let's just flip them back, right sides together. So she made a nice stack for me. So I'm just going to turn it around. And so if you were making a whole big quilt, you just pick up row 1 and row 2, right sides together. And you hope that you have your sewing machine on.
Uh-oh.
And tap it and make sure you get to the 1/4 of an inch. Okay, when we're on step number 3, we got our 1/4 inch foot on. Oh, I'm very excited. Woo! Take off. Okay, so I don't see my stiletto on the table, Teresa. I'm sure I need my stiletto.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I'm just going to keep on grabbing these up. And what's really cool, my stiletto is gone. Huh? Okay, so we could just keep on going on and on, but we have tea to do today. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut these off. Look, isn't that cute? Look how I did that. I'm not embarrassed to show you. Okay, so now you just open them up. That's row 1, row 2, and what's this one right here beside me? Row 3. And you can turn the page. Beep. And you will see right in the picture beside number 13, that's all 3 rows. Right? Is that fast enough for you?
Yeah.
Especially when you have an assistant like Teresa.
Yes. Can she come to our house?
Can she go to your house? I don't know. Are you going to go to their house, Teresa?
Sure.
All right. And so now we basically have that whole center part done of the tulip. Now it looks like a tulip. What do you think? No, it still doesn't look like a tulip? It doesn't look like a tulip to you?
No. Like anything.
Okay, fine. Okay, well, what do you think?
It's right here.
What do you think about now? Does it look like a tulip?
That does.
That does. That does. That does. Okay, so this is how we're going to turn it into a tulip. We have strip number 4, the base. The base. And it is, what size is the background? 1.5. 1.5. And what size is the dark?
Background, 1 3/4.
Okay, that we're mixed up. This goes. This one is 1.5, and this one is 1 3/4. And I know I write all those words, but all you really have to do is look at the pictures, and the words under the pictures, and the words under the pictures say to cut this into what? 5.5. Didn't I tell you how easy it is? So, especially when it's all done. Okay, so just take your 6-inch ruler, would work great. Cut off the end. And now for 1 tulip, you need to have 2 5.5-inch bases. Are you ready?
Yes.
Don't look like this and like that. Ah, now what's it looking like a tulip? It's getting there. It's getting there. It's getting closer and closer. Okay, so what I'm going to do.
Press?
You want to press?
Yeah.
Sure. You're going to press to row 3. Thank you. Very good. See, she sews, she presses toward row 3. This is 1, 2, 3. Press towards row 3. Good? Okay, now we have to follow the picture very carefully. Okay, it shows at the top of page 15 that the tulip is upside down and there's a base. The base is this dark color, okay? And I'm going to lay it just like this. Just like this, and flip it right sides together and just sew that base right along there. Oh, Teresa needs water. I hear all that noise she's making. Okay. That sounded funny. Whoops. Okay. So line that up. And this one, real quick, what am I supposed to press it towards? Toward the base. Okay, set the seam with the base on the top and cut it. Look, we have all kinds of pieces. I found out when I was doing this in 1999 that it was so easy that I sewed far more pieces than I ever got sewn together. I'm still finding tulips. It's amazing.
Yes.
Okay, now this one is tricky. I want you to pay very close attention. I'm at step number 8. My tulip is upside down. The base piece I just added is across the top. And you don't really need to start this piece clear up here because we're going to trim it off. So I'm going to start it right here. Okay? Kind of starts just lining it up with that seam right there. And you just flip it right sides together and just sew this seam. Okay, so Teresa, I am going to square up with my 6-inch square up ruler. So I would really appreciate it if you could come and put some of the little fabric grips on the underside of my 6-inch ruler. How's that?
Okay.
Get it ready. So this one, I don't think this is going to glare on the television, on the screen. There, look at that. That's done. Okay, so you could just, I would put the like one up there in the corner. Probably plenty. Okay, perfect. Okay, now, no shifting. Is that good? Okay, and would you get the 3.5-inch for the miniature tulip ready too? Okay, now, let's look at this picture. Squaring up tulip. First of all, we've got our 6-inch square up ruler, and we're going to put our background, the tip of the tulip, in the bottom left corner and those bases in the top right. So you're not supposed to trim off the background. I'm explaining that very specifically because Teresa cut it off. Oh, okay. So now we're going to just go ahead and get this all lined up. Let's see, I got this like this. And let's just go ahead and pull down so we have a 1/4-inch seam right down here. We have a 1/4-inch seam. And right up here, we're lining up the tip with the top and the tip right up here with the edge. Okay, does that look right? So make sure you have your 1/4-inch down there and your tips of your ruler are right here. And it says trim off 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. And don't trim off the background. Got it?
Okay.
You with me? This is, I'm sparing you. This is the most important thing. Okay, that's one side. Oh my gosh, I'm cutting. I'm putting all my energy into it. 1. Okay, and I'm just going to slide this down just a little so I have a 1/4 inch. 2. And I think if I were on a rotating mat, I would be better. But 3. And not the top. And now, ta-da! Is that amazing? Let me hear your amazing noise. Whoa, amazement, amazement. Okay, so now before we go on, I'm going to take the little top of the, could I have the little miniature tulip, the little tiny tulip, and you'll see it's exactly the same thing. Okay, thank you, Teresa. So, does that look familiar to you?
Okay.
Does it look like the last one? Only a little bit smaller. Only this time we're using the 3.5-inch fussy cut ruler. Okay, there we go. 3.5-inch fussy cut ruler. And I'm going to turn it the same way so that we have the background down here. And now we're just going to turn our little ruler and get the 1/4 inch seam lined up. And what's really cool on the fussy cut ruler is there's a little dot right here in the center. Can you see that? There's a little dot. Okay, so you just line up the little dot, and we put the little tips right here. Okay? There's the background. We're not going to cut that off. Right?
Right.
Okay, so I'm just going to slip this down a little bit and cut off one. Whoops. Don't look. 1, 2, and turn it around. Line it up. And 3. And there we are. Oh, isn't it cute? Pretty easy, huh? Yeah, I hope you think it's really easy, because it is. Okay, turn the page. Beep. Okay. See how lucky I am? She sewed me my stems. Let me get this. She sewed me my stems. Another strip. What is this? This is number 5? Number 5 set of strips. Okay. So I'm just going to move these aside again. Let's see, the sewn width is supposed to be 3 5/8 to 3 3/4. Want to measure and see? See how good Teresa's seam is? She's pretty good. 3 3/4. That's very good. Okay, and now don't even read all the words. Just look at the picture. And what size are we going to cut the stem and the backgrounds? Okay, I don't see a 6 by 12 on the table, so I'm going to improve. Oh, okay, this one will do good. Thank you. But it's still too close. I can't do it that close to the edge. Okay, so just straighten off the edge. Get it all lined up. So, ta-da! And 10 inches. And that's going to go right under it.
How pretty.
Is that pretty? Teresa's making this for her mom. And do you have a little stem for the little guy, the little tiny
I only
tulip?
have one finish.
Oh, that's
Sorry,
cool.
Is that okay?
Sure, why not? Look, the stem's already on.
Yeah. And in these, you already have that for the.
Yes, I have. Oh, okay, you already sewed it. Well, now we're going to do some little points on the leaves. And if you look, the little green leaves are cut how long? 8 1/2, right? 8 1/2, 8 1/2. And you need to sew little 1 1/2 inch squares right at the top. 1 1/2 inch squares. And I'm just going to go like this. And the way we have, you don't have to draw on the lines. Look, it says you have to draw on the lines. Pardon me?
Are you on step 6?
I'm on 17 and I'm on step 6.
Okay. 1 3/4.
Yeah. Cut remaining 1 3/4 background strips.
Oh, I didn't read the book.
1 3/4 square.
When in doubt, read the book.
That's what she meant.
Okay.
Yeah, don't do what I said. Do what the book says.
What you meant to say.
Yeah, what I meant to say whenever I was in order. Okay, whenever I was really paying attention. Okay, so we're just going to draw. You can draw diagonal lines just like that. And then we're going to trim them off. And I think I have them on the wrong side like this. So we can open it up like that and like that. Nope. It's the other way. Like this. Like that. Yeah? Oh my gosh, I got to look at the book. Okay, let me see.
Just trim that off.
Just trim it off?
Yeah, right there.
That one goes,
Okay, so I'm going to just trim it off.
Yes.
Trim it off. Okay. Thank you. What a good idea. Trim it off like this. You know that I'm dyslexic. I really got blown away just now. You can't imagine. I'm like going, oh my gosh, I can't do it. I have to look at the picture. But I know that in the mini tulip we changed it because we came up with something different. But yes, and I'll tell you about it. Okay, now let's see. Let us put this one. Ooh. It doesn't work. Like that.
there,
Like that.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
And like that.
yes.
There. That's right.
Let me press it for you.
Okay, and I'll show you why how we changed. Because when I wrote that book first, I will show you. We started at the tip. We started at the tip, and I have my sew straight on here, which you don't have to draw lines. And we started at the very tip, and we just sewed up to the corner. But we have since found out that whenever you start on the tip, your machine can eat the tip. It loves to eat the tip. And so since we have changed our technique so that we always start in the middle. Start in the middle and stitch to the tip. And the tip of my squares are falling right along this center line as I sew, so we don't have to draw all the lines. See, you just keep it lined up on that center. Is Eric nice and close on me? And then you just sew off the end. And that way, you don't do any jamming. See, you get better with age. Was that a good tip to teach you?
Yes.
Good, good. I'm really glad. And actually, I think that I did it right anyways. Because they're mirror image. They're mirror image, and if they're mirror image, they're right. Trim off one, trim off two, and we have a second set all ready to go. All right? Is that good?
Yes.
Okay, so, okay, Teresa pressed these for me, so I'm just going to take these and sew them on two opposite sides. Okay, so I want you to look at your watch because this is almost done. And how long did it take to make one? With Teresa's help. Less than half an hour.
Minute maybe?
Yay! So I'm just going to sew these right along the side. And Teresa's got them all sewn. I left on Thursday and I came back on Saturday, and she had almost all of her blocks up on the design wall already. Okay, that's one. And then just put the second one on the other side. So you thinking this is pretty easy?
Uh-huh.
You better.
Better than what I thought it was, easier than what I thought it was gonna be.
Oh, it's very, very easy. All right. And Teresa, how are you going to press these?
Towards your background? Yes.
Press towards the leaves.
But I
Set
want
the
it pressed
seam.
towards the background.
Pardon me?
But you change it in the little tulip
Oh,
toward the
because he's a little
background.
guy, yeah. But this one, it's okay.
It's
But she's
okay?
pressing toward the background this time. And it'll lay nice and flat. Okay, now. All that we have to do, looking good. So what I highly recommend, what I have learned from experience, is that I do need one pin and one pin and A whole drawer of stuff and not one single pin. Ah, yes.
Here is
One pin.
right here.
One pin. I found out, oh, thank you. Do you see this little seam right here? This little seam right here should really match up with the center of that stem. It should really match up. So if you turn on the back side, if you sew with red thread, just like I do, ooh. You know what, I'm growing to really love the red thread, because as my eyes get older, it's better to have contrasting thread, don't you think? Yeah. So you just
White on black.
match up that and line that up like so, and then these are just gonna fit right across here. Let me see. Looking good. Did you know that the grocery stores already have tulips in them? And have you noticed all of the wildlife and all of the things that are growing along the highway?
Yes.
We're gonna.
And your front driveway up here that you put.
Yeah, it's beautiful. We already have daffodils coming up in Julian. It's just amazing. It's so beautiful. So much water. It's wonderful.
And off the 15, the hills look like they have velvet on them.
Oh,
They're so
really?
green.
I didn't get to see them yet. It's so beautiful out. Okay, the pin. Let's see if the pin helped.
Okay.
Ta-da! Whoa!
Wow.
Wow.
Looking good, huh?
That's perfect.
Looking good.
Yes.
All right, this is nearly done. And to put those little triangles on, just take it and fold the top back down and just line up your ruler and your rotary cutter and just trim this off like that and trim it off like this here. And all you have to do to finish it, let me see. Ah,
Right here.
looking good. It's so, and it's adorable like that, isn't it? It's just adorable. So to finish it off, so you have a top line, you're going to just put this one, center it right on the top, and this one, right sides together. And while you're doing this side, right sides together, why not do the opposite side? And sew that one on. And then up here, fold it out, and that one goes on top, and this one goes on the bottom.
Right.
Yay! And there it is. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Is that good? Okay, so Teresa has hers already. Are you going to put it on the design wall?
Do you want to?
Oh, do you have some of your big ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, lay out some of your big ones. What Teresa's going to do is go ahead and she's going to offset hers. And so to offset it, you just measure the top half. You fold it in half and you measure one of your blocks. Fold it in half and you cut rectangles this same length. This length, and then that will help you offset them. Let me see what page the offset is on. On page 22. Page 22,
And so
you
on.
offset them like that. Cool, isn't that pretty?
Yeah. And so on.
That was a really fast demo. And Patty, you want to come up, and she's going to show you how to do the little butterfly. So you can get set up while Teresa's setting hers. And I'll just move all my stuff aside. Whew. Pick it all up. Very good, very cute. And in between goes lattice. And she's got, okay, so it's going to be strips like this, the lattice. Very nice. She did kind of soft colors, don't you think? But I really like the two colors are really, really sweet.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, you can come here. Well, look at all the tools. And that's the rectangle. You'd start off the second and the fourth rows with rectangles. The other ones start off with tulips. And then make the rows first. So all the rows first. Beautiful. And then it just has a framing border around the outside edge and one more colorful border. Well, so what do you think? Is it pretty?
Yes.
It's very, very pretty. Very, very sweet. Very, very pretty. I think her mom will really like this. And I think you have some more rows to add, huh? To make it queen size.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Cool.
I have more. Just the idea.
Very nice. I love it. Cool. Okay. And could you give Patty your mic? Oh, wait.
Sure.
You leave it on. You just talk in my mic, but don't say anything else. Or we'll get cut off.
Eleanor, will you hold that for
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Did you know we got cut off the website because we started talking dirty? Did you know that, David?
Oh, no.
That's what people told me.
Oh,
We said a dirty word and then it went off.
oh my,
Nobody saw the end of the program.
oh my goodness.
So we're not going to say anything dirty anymore.
So are you going to press?
Are we going to
Do you
press?
want to press for me? Do you want me to show the pressing or no?
Uh,
We need to do that.
the pressing.
Um,
For the little, yeah, sure.
body. You want to do it?
Sure.
Okay.
This one. This
That
is
part, yeah.
that's the body.
Yeah. Okay. So let me. Am I on? Can you hear me?
How about
okay.
I hold it?
Okay. Well, so the on the original book, we do have a butterfly in the back of the book, and it shows. This is a technique we've done before with fusible interfacing. Oh, there's the butterfly. Okay, this is the big butterfly, and it's the fusible interfacing technique. And since we have a new pattern with the miniature quilt, I decide to do a new butterfly, and he's dimensional. So yeah, he kind of looks like he's flying across through the tulips, but this is
Tiptoeing.
no, he's not tiptoeing. He's flying. And then this is the templates. Let me just switch over to this quilt. And the templates I made out of template plastic. This is the top and the bottom. Here we have them. Yeah, there you can see top. And it's two fabrics right side together. Trim it, turn it. Use your little trick with the straw and the bodkin. And then I stuffed it with a little bit of cotton batting. Make sure you use a hemostat, otherwise you can't do it. Do y'all know how to do that? You just kind of
Stuff it.
yeah, you just stuff it. Yeah, you just stuff it. And this will grip, and you stuff it in there. And then this is the bottom. Again, two fabrics right side together. Trim, turn. Do not stuff the bottom because he gets a little bit fat and then he can't fly. So don't stuff the
Nothing
bottom.
worse than not being
Yeah,
able to
I
fly.
know. So, and then these are just going to overlap slightly. And then this is the body, which starts with a 1-inch bias strip. And I think we can just show it with our hands. But if you turn under, and because it's bias, you're going to have a pointed end. And if you just start with that point, you just press under and then turn on one side, turn it in and press. And then you turn the other side in. And then put some glue. Can y'all see the... Okay, we'll put some little tiny drops of glue, not too much glue. Drop some glue, and then...
And I'll help you if you hold
Oh,
that.
yeah. Oh.
I'll do it.
Oh, you're going to do it? Oh,
Yeah, you
okay.
asked me to.
Okay. Great. Okay.
See if I can follow directions.
So, and I've got some glue, And a couple kinds of glue. This is available at Quilt in a Day. It's a basting glue, and this one's really special because it comes kind of like it's gift wrap in a little bottle, and it's got that point that you have to be really careful not to always keep the lid on so it doesn't dry out. But this you just can kind of push. There's a little button on the bottom, and it'll give you those tiny little drops, which is all you need. Now, I don't know if you know, Elle's having a terrible time with the steam, but if you want to do another way, I get out the chopstick. This is my way, like a poor man. If you don't have the fancy glue, then you get a chopstick.
I'll let you do it.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, and I'm going to hold your mic.
Okay. And then we'll just put it came out a little bit fast, but little drops of glue on the folded edge. Oh, you have skewers?
Skewers are good.
Yeah, whatever you have.
Just a little bit.
I know how clever you are. You always find something that works.
I know. Like the grandchildren, they figure the more glue, the better.
Right.
They like dump it on.
Exactly. And then this edge that's been turned under, that's the butterfly's head. And I find that if you put a little extra drop of glue inside the head, that will prevent any edges from fraying.
What happened?
My voice disappeared. Okay, so then this head is a finished edge. The opposite end is a raw edge. This is the butterfly's tail. And what we're going to do, first of all, let's get this glue out of the way so we don't spill it. That's always a good idea. And then this stick.
Just throw it over your shoulder.
Okay, that's the way we
Throw it
do
on the
things.
floor.
Yeah, you just get rid of it. And then you can trim it. Here, this one's been trimmed down to about 2.5 inches. And then we're ready to do this butterfly. We're going to just do this really easily. We do have to stitch it down, and this will just take a minute, and we're done. So first we'll just find that body. And the raw edge, remember, goes at the bottom. And if you just kind of slip it underneath, and then we'll stitch it in place. Machine, this is on the machine. Are you gonna do it for me?
Sure.
Okay, and then before you stitch it, you wanna kind of flip it up and make sure that it's just where you want it so that little head extends just a little bit. So here you go, Al. This is yours. Let me find see if I have another pin.
Oh, we keep pins in here.
Oh, good. I knew you had a pin.
You look all
She's
over the drawer, all over the floor.
Okay, yeah. And let's just pin that one there. And a little suggestion, make your body a little, before you get this ready to sew down, gives it a little time to dry. And now she's just going to machine stitch right along that line.
Okay.
And then we're almost ready to fly here.
Okay, so let's get this out. Okay, now you can talk in that.
Okay.
And you can let me get
Yeah,
to my
and I would lengthen the stitch a little bit since we're sewing through several layers. And
I like
she's
3.0.
3 point. That's exactly where I set it. Okay. Oh, you know what? I have to get my chopstick back. I forgot. I have to do one little step with the glue again.
Okay. So you know that Patty and I get to sew together. I'm the sewer because I'm the fast one. And she's the beautiful color coordinator, which I just love. Okay, so I'm just locking it at the bottom.
Okay.
and I'm the unsewer too.
You are.
She says, no, Elle, that color's not right.
Oh.
Take it out.
Oh.
Sew it again.
There.
I
Okay.
really like this glue stick.
Glue
you
stick?
Want to use it. It's
That
really
glue stick would-
awesome.
the-
So it doesn't go all
Oh,
over
we'll
there.
try.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
we'll
so
do
cute.
the glue stick.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try the glue stick. Now, I thought maybe I needed to stitch it down, and I got a needle and thread, and I started. This was a bad idea. I thought, oh, that takes too long. But you can take the if you
Not
have the
to mention
time.
it probably was the middle of the night.
Yeah, probably. So if you want, you can hand stitch. But wouldn't it be quicker to get? Let's try Teresa's glue stick. And thank you. We don't need that. And just put a little glue on where the stitches are. And now the butterfly is done.
Yay!
Yeah.
It's
Yay.
very cute.
That was fast.
Very, very cute. And it goes really nice with it. Oh, my goodness. So what do you think about the Easy Strip Tulip? Thank you, Ruby. She got us started on a great tulip, huh? Okay, so now we're gonna switch sets. Do you want to take it in the front, and you can show it again, and Teresa can help me change my set.
When I'm in a hurry, I just do whatever's quick. But definitely take the time and tack it down. Okay, probably would be easier than that messy glue. Okay, and we've got them here. It's what's it called, Teresa?
Well, there's a
So-
that's a sew line. There's drip. We sell the sew line a lot.
So line is what
Sew
I use, and
line.
I really like it.
Just look for the pink. That's what I look for, the color. Yeah. Okay. All right. And this fabric is in the store. You see the gray? I thought these look like little butterflies. So that kind of inspired me to do this quilt. So, yeah, so that's right.